guys, Jason here. Welcome to another episode of Driver's Paddock. Today we're at CSCS Racing at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park DDT for round 1 of Time Attack. Today I'll be driving my beloved F87 M2 competition in Super Street Class GT, and there are a lot of heavy hitters. We have Scott Schabel in his E46 M3, we have Tim in his Corvette, we have another Corvette, we have Isaac in his TT RS, and so let's see how my F87 does. Currently, we have our entire roster. We have Jim in his F87 M2C in Street Class, we have Leo in Super Street Class with the Audi TT, we have William in the Sport Car class in the G87 M2. We have Johnny in Street Class in his M2 competition. We have Jeff in his Turbo S in Sport Car class as well. We have a Supra with us as well. So let's see how Team M-Tech Auto does at the end of the day. Let's go. So as you can see, I was really early. I lined up first. I missed the first session this morning. This was the second session, and all I needed to do was just put down one lap and hopefully qualify for finals. But unfortunately, as you can see, what happened was apparently a car went off track, and the rescue vehicle that went to rescue it is having issues. So yeah, it was it's essentially the session timed out, and now the drifters are going on track. And so the track condition is not going to be good afterwards. So I really I have one more chance basically to qualify for the finals, put down one relatively quick lap, and then full send in the finals. A lot of cars are flying off because it's relatively damp this morning, a lot of fog as well. The sun is finally out, the track is drying, so hopefully we can put down a fast lap. Let's see how the afternoon unfolds. So everybody, let's just talk a little bit about what just happened, and my apologies. I talked to Bevan, we hugged it out. I'm a huge fan of his, and Can Jam, the shop, of course, we are close friends. So it's just a bit of miscommunication between the two of us. And you can see in my lap, like, I'm getting pretty close to Bevan, and he needs some time to warm up his slicks. But the problem is, because we're running behind on schedule, we were only given one warm-up lap and one hot lap before the rest of Group 1 came on. And so I'm in the P group, where the fastest 5 or 6 cars are there. Because our pace is just a little bit faster, they allow us to try to do one hot lap before they put the rest of the grid on. And so I'm guessing Bevan needed a little bit more time to warm up his slicks, but my CRS warm up right away. So I was pushing. I shouldn't have pushed that hard. I should have maybe gave a much bigger gap. But then I thought Bevan was pushing on hot lap 1. He was pulling away from me in the straight, so I thought he was going to give it the beans. But as soon as I hit 1A, flat out, he came up pretty quick. I pushed out to the left side of the wall. And I do that because I use all that space there, and I actually initiate my turning before I brake for turn 2. And then he was hard on the brakes. I just had to avoid him, went all the way close to the wall, just scratched my driver's side window a little bit against the wall. My right side passenger mirror hit Bevan's car just gently, and his front splitter just touched my wheels. And so it was just a miscommunication, error on my part as well. Should have left a bigger gap. I thought he was going to let me pass, but that's my mistake for assuming. And so I have one more qualifying session to try to get close to Scott and Tim and the V8 Miata. They're all in the 33s or 32s. So let's try our best in the next session. Let's go. So everybody, we just finished our last qualifying, and we are about to go into the final attack. We're having the drivers meeting for those who qualified, and looking at the top 7 drivers, which are basically all in my class. Cody Walsh did a 132.45. Scott Shubbell has done a 132.47. Brad has done a 132.5. I did a 132.5 as well. Tim has done a 132.8. Jim has done a 132.8, and Isaac has done a 132.9. This is crazy. This is shaping up to be one of the most competitive final attacks. So guys, here we go. Final attack. So everybody, it's the end of the day, and I actually ended up third place overall of all classes, raw lap time. And shout out to Cody for number 1, shout out to Isaac for number 2, and to Brad, to Scott, to Tim. You guys are amazing, fierce competitors. We were literally separated by tenths. Shout out to MTech Auto, thank you for looking after me. If you are in the GTA, if you have a BMW, Porsche, Audi, anything for that matter, they do race prep, race consultation, maintenance, and more. They are absolutely amazing. If you see us at any events, please come by, talk to us. We're friendly, check out the cars. Next, shout out to OCD Detail, my amazing detailer who looks after all of our cars. Thank you for keeping them sparkly clean, good enough for show and shine, and good enough for time attack. Thank you guys, if you've watched all the way to the end, thank you for supporting me. And let's take a look at just how well MTech Auto did today.
Here at the CSCS season opener.